Dr. Jim Richardson from LSU, and also one of the co-authors of the study of school district restructuring and reform East Baton Rouge School System, which was sponsored by the Baton Rouge Area Foundation and the Baton Rouge Area Chamber. None of the studies we could find discriminated by school size. None of them said you had to be a large system for this to work. Yet, as we read the bill, apparently this bill applies only to one school system, period. So that was shocking. I mean, why is this? So that was the first element we thought was interesting. And then we found, and then we read on down, that the local school board shall have no responsibility for the development, the adoption, or the approval of a budget for any individual school within the school system. Budgets represent how you're going to run the school. Budgets are important documents. At that moment, it would seem that a principal, if they're going to be a good principal, they're going to have to somehow find legal counsel. This is a contract we're talking about. They'd have financial counsel. They have to project their student enrollment, project their revenues, project the tax numbers that might be forthcoming, project how that might be divided up to make a budget. Yes, that happens right now. Ms. Fletcher, Mr. Crochet will do some of that. But now we're talking about almost 90 principals trying to do this. So it seems we had unnecessary complications to the system. We also note that as we look further in the bill, we then found that each individual school would be, or perhaps could be, responsible for food services, financial and accounting services, special education services, transportation services, special services for at-risk students, special education services, custodial and maintenance services, media services, technology services, library services, health services, and health benefits for its employees. Now, these are services that benefit from economies of scale. And one final point, what I would make is, if you look at the East Baton Rouge School services on those central services we just listed, compared to other large systems in the state, East Baton Rouge School System is not a big outlier. If we do this, what can we expect? And I would expect two outcomes. One would be nothing changes at all because everybody will have the same contracts. They'll say central school system do it, and that will happen. Nothing will change at all. Or alternatively, and to borrow Mr. Edwards' term, chaos.